Okay, I want to say a few things besides welcome. I think that's, well, here, just a minute. Yeah. It's a little dark. If the people on this side of the room don't mind the light just for a little bit, we'll turn it off for silent sitting. It's what we got. It's what we have to work with. A few things I want to bring forward to begin. I'm deeply honored, obviously, and in gratitude. That's sort of inexpressible, but is in every breath. I mean, gratitude becomes quite natural and inherent, just like breath at a certain point. We have some people in the room who have chosen to show up who are experiencing deep loss. And I just want to, be in honor of that and acknowledgement of that. I remember how you all held me so tenderly. Tender is the word really that comes to mind. When we did spring retreat like 10 days after my mom passed. And we have some people here who are experiencing very tender and very recent losses. And I just want to bring that forward as such a privilege. When I was a hospice nurse, it was such a privilege. It felt like the deepest honor that somebody would share that journey, that intimate of a journey. One of the most intimate journeys that we all encounter. That moment that we call death, and from another perspective is life transmuting. There's no opposite to life. There's no opposite to life. But it's a passing. It's a passing. So those people are gracing us with their presence, and I'm in gratitude. When we first started, and there's some people in the room who were part of the 5 people who would show up, I kind of, I was new to the gig, and it felt very important here to make it very approachable, available, to remove as many barriers as I possibly could to the coming, to come, whoever you are, And so the altar was just flowers. There was no religious or spiritual iconography at all. And it's grown over the years because we've all grown and we've all matured, and some of those barriers have fallen, which is beautiful. But I just want to say, like this one here, Emptiness Dancing, that is behind me, is my all-time favorite. But my granddaughter's like, Jema, the arms. She's like, what's with all these arms? She just doesn't, she doesn't relate. Who cares? Who cares? Who cares? Please, if something resonates, dive. Go there. Why wouldn't you? And if something doesn't resonate, well, that's not your resonate. That's where you don't resonate. It's as simple as that. It's none of this other stuff. It's none of this other stuff that the narrating, commenting, dividing, categorizing, endlessly dividing, ching, 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 ching mind is throwing your way. Okay? It means nothing. We've brought in, Trish has put out this beautiful rose bouquet. One of my first teachers, Peace Pilgrim, from my 20s, Dr. David Hawkins, Sharon and Aja. Shakti Ma, Emptiness Dancing, the Divine Mother, actual human beings who've walked a path of selfless giving in the corner over there. You know, whatever is your ladder to the lap of God, go there. I don't know about words. I do the best I can with words. Some of them have a sense of what I'm trying to express, and some of them don't. I'm always open to new language, and I think it's important as a sangha to keep exploring new language, honestly, so you don't get caught in some cul-de-sac where you're throwing words around that you don't know what they mean. You don't actually know what they mean or what represent anymore inside. If you come up against a barrier with something I say, something somebody else says, these arms, well, you can let it go and recognize that it's just some kind of narration, division that isn't real, but wants your attention. You can explore it if you're really curious and have some fortitude. Wow, what's that bumping up against? What is it? You know, part of spiritual maturity is curiosity. Curiosity. You know, you start trading in reactivity for curiosity. Response ability, the ability to respond authentically, sincerely, truly. It's retreat. It's silent. Here come the perceived needs. Here comes the comparison mind. They're getting it. I'm not getting it. I don't like a single thing she says. I don't like, whatever it is. Comparing. It's not a failure. It's what that aspect of division and separateness and the belief in someone provides. It's a package deal. It's a package deal. Package deal. You know, you hear all the great ones that have gone before us to lead the way talk about oneness. It starts to be a bumper sticker, a cliche, the whole thing. Interdependence, wholeness. I would encourage dropping these words that either piss you off or grab you somewhere deeper. Drop them deeper. Drop them deeper. You can keep them up here and have the thing that goes on around these words, or you can drop them into some place that doesn't know, or knows with a capital K, as my friend Marge says. That is not up to me. That's up to you. What is going on here? What is this about? Who is this all revolving around? There's someone that has all this endless commentary and narrative about experience itself. There's the commentary around experience, the commentary, the narration. I hope I'm catching a word that means something to y'all. And then there's the experience. There's the experience. The attention for however many years of our lives has been condensed, consolidated, amalgamated in, around the commentary, the narration, the historical idea. It's just, we gotta let it go. 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 I'm asking, encouraging for abandonment. Abandon. It's not easy. It takes all the stuff. But we're all here together. We've all arrived. Many people have gone before us and assured us it's okay. Feels real scary, but it's okay. Abandonment. The depth of surrender is beyond your wildest imagination. It's beyond anything we could conceive of. I don't mean to be selective, I'll tell some stories, guys. I'm not asking you to have my stories. I'm just trying to evoke something within your own depths. But here, it really started to dawn when I was pregnant with my daughter. And I was like, holy God, life has nothing to do with me. Nothing. There is no me. This is like life happening, like building itself inside what I thought was my body. My body. My thing. My. And then labor, you better believe you realize surrender. Like, I got nothing. I literally got nothing here. This is a delivery of its own. It's retreat. The doer could get activated. The comparison, the perceived needs, the narration, the reactions, the grabs, the pushes, the irritations. I get it. But does it matter? Do we care anymore about it? We used to, right? But what's the deepest knowing? Go to the root. What is my deepest understanding of who I am in this moment and reel that attention back in, baby, no matter what it takes. And sometimes it's like pulling teeth, right? Like the attention is just like, no way. I've got this going on. Big visions, big experiences, big revelations. And there was a time here that all of that meant so much, and it literally means nothing now. Compared to the inexpressible thunder of the present moment. Do I care about any other history? No. Do we get the present moment? What this is? I'm going to use a word probably a lot during this retreat because it's kind of the word that to this day, a couple of decades later, after the big shift, after still is the word. And it is love. And I understand it's a complicated word with dramatic connotations. We were all raised on Hollywood. I can say 100, 200, 300, 400, 500 times, I'm not talking about love that's transactional. I'm not talking about love that's reward and given and taken. I'm not talking about anything that within the realm of coming and going. It is not in the realm of coming and going. I'm not talking about that. A couple of, I think it was, maybe a year, half a year, 6 months, I don't know. I'm literally the worst with time, and always have been. I don't even know how to tell time, barely. People gave me a funny clock one time that had all the numbers just piled up down at the bottom because everybody was like, she doesn't know what time it is anyway. I had a waking vision. It was not a dream. It wasn't of the consciousness offline dream thing we talk about. And I was fevering. I had a big, strange flu that went through the whole hospital that year. I was working as a nurse. And all of a sudden, the material existence would dissolve into its elemental, like hydrogen, carbon, it would become atomic. And then it would become even smaller than that. And then it would disappear. And then something at the heart of that nothingness, in the center, in the essence, in the naturalness of the ground, like water and wetness, that kind of intimacy, would move. It would move. And everything that needed to come together to satisfy that potential and birth would begin to coalesce. And then poof, I would be Maria on the Mexico City subway. having a life, an apparent life. And that movement, and then it would dissolve, go back to nothing, to absolutely nothing. And then something would move. Something would stir, something would breathe, something would you can't express it. Here comes carbon, hydrogen, a detective in Austin, Texas. And that stirring in the heart of the ground of being is what this expression calls love. It's primary. It's not later. It's not something that happens because we come into form. It delivers form. It births the moment. It's the mother of existence. It's the heart of even the ground. It's the way the ground is. Like water is wet. Like the sun shines. It's the actual definition. Terrible word. Can't come up with anything else. Wetness is the what? Dharma of water? I don't know. Love is that to the ground. That's my word. And that is here as this. Always. Always. No matter what the appearance, no matter what the appearance, no matter what the appearance, no matter what the appearance. Lord, deliver me from the appearance of division and separation. May I have eyes to see. It's not absent. It's not absent in Gaza. It's not absent in May Lane Northeast Housing Authority that I'm sure you visited many times working for the state of Oregon. It's not absent. It's not realized. They are two different things. So that's a lot for the first night, but I just felt moved. If you get some notion about something, and then that notion inspires something else, and then that gets going, starts cooking, starts rambling around, starts. Oh, God bless Dr. Hawkins. He thought it was so funny. It doesn't feel funny when we're in it, when we're being run around by it. It doesn't feel funny. There's no someone, there's no something, there's life. One thing happening. Many different facets, many different what we might call individuations. You can't own it, you can't have it, you can't keep it, you can't lord it over somebody else, you can't earn it, achieve it, be the fastest best, and get it. It's too intimate. It's too close for that. How does water get wetness? Be as is, which is be as love. Same. Not the kind of love where I've decided, me, myself, and I, have decided to be a very loving person. And I know all about love. They don't know anything about love. And I'm going to bestow my love. That's great. It's noble, and it's actually better than the other thing. But it's not what I'm speaking of, okay? None of us have to earn it. It's a remembering. It's a remembering. It's a remembering. Okay. I'm just going to read one thing. It's very short. I can see the tiredness of the first night. Many of you have traveled, and many of you have done a million different checklists today, and I get that. There's a Sufi named Iqbal, Iqbal. I've been carrying this around for, I don't know, a long time, and I still resonate very deeply with it. And at Sharon's retreat, there was a lot of reports about actual touching, experiencing of the beginningless beginning, the original love, original, fresh, right here, right now. Who can tell what miracles love has in store for us if we only have the courage to become as it is? Everything we think we know now is only the beginning of another knowing that itself has no end. And everything we now can accomplish will seem negligible to us when the powers of our divine nature flower in glory and act through us. There's a beginning that has no end. There's a love that is original and always and ever and right now. And who knows what it has in store for us. I would never have guessed. And I don't know anything. And I feel like that's a prerequisite at this point.